So, hey, this is Javo Monzón from the dark silence of death, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast. Oh, there it is.
There you are.
Javo's done a few things with me in the past. We've done a couple of those game shows with me, him and Chris, and good guys down from Mexico.
All right.
Sounds amazing. Well, good to freaking have you on the show.
You doing all right, man?
To be here. Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is great. Yeah, just that I came for the weekend to visit my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just don't feel like going,
Are they near you, or they?
No, they are, I don't know, it's probably like a 15-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
But the place where I bought the house, it's like, it's still filling in, it's outside the city.
Mm-hmm.
You get your stores and everything, right? You're not by yourself, but it's a lot of space that is just, empty.
Right.
A lot of things that are empty there, and I don't know, I just get out the front door here and I can see everyone and it's the same place that I grew up in, right? So I just I'm just gonna stay here for a while, but I just didn't thought about the
too many people.
Yeah, right. I'm not really used to it. It's like 10 years that I live by myself, and I'm just here and open doors everywhere, and I close the door, shut the light, and I feel like my dad now. So
nice. You finally become your dad.
Had to happen, right? Bound to happen.
It's true. It's just a matter of time. I will, of course, turn into my mother at some point.
Right. But we will have to. I mean, we had these band pics that we had to take for some press kit, for the new press kit.
Mm-hmm.
And they take you like, I don't know, probably like 20 pictures of yourself, like doing different things. And there was this one picture that I showed my mom. And, oh, you look like your dad. Like, what, really? And I just took it. Oh, yeah, I do. What the hell?
I guess it's a blessing or a curse, depending on your situation, right?
I mean, it's pretty cool, right? But you don't really want that on your band photos, right?
No, that's true. And I never
reference point my dad.
Right. I never thought I'd get to this point where I would, be looking like my parents. It's kind of weird, but here we are.
Yeah, I just thought that I probably was not bound to live long enough, but man, what the hell?
Nice.
I'll take it.
So
hey,
you never know.
Right. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Really?
Nina's over in Finland, so she's nice and cold, and you're in, what is it, about 90 there? You're in Mexico, right?
Yeah, no, actually, I don't. It's quite fresh these days. I think that we're gonna like a heat wave in a couple of weeks, but right now it's pretty fresh.
Nice.
Surprisingly fresh.
Are you on Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Oh fuck! Both
Awesome.
of you guys.
I'm at like 9 Celsius. So fucking cold, really cold. Also, it's now pitch black outside. So, but I guess that applies for, this is why Finland is the most metal country in the world.
It's always dark.
Yeah, it's like we live in perpetual darkness. Like the weather is as cold as our hearts.
And your number one export is metal bands.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's a real thing. Most metal bands per capita.
That's crazy. What's the metal scene like in Mexico?
In Mexico, the problem with that is that there's a lot of people that love metal, but they always consume metal that is done outside the country. So whenever you get to the point where you can get to a big festival with your band, you are doomed to forever be below 4 p.m., playing like an opening act, because there's really, I can think of maybe 2 bands that have ever been real deal headliners.
Huh.
But you really never heard of them. I mean, the music market here in Mexico is more like, music to dance to. Right. That's what they want. Music that you can play at a wedding. And that's what pretty much everyone does.
Right. So you mentioned festival. You guys are playing the Monterey Metal Festival here in December, right?
That's what we're supposed to, but we're not supposed to. I mean, we're not on the bill yet.
Ah.
That's really weird. I mean, we're supposed to be playing the Hell and Heaven Fest and the Monterey Metal Fest, but we're still. Oh, with the Hell and Heaven, we have the confirmation, but we're not on the bill yet. So I mean, that's the kind of things that you don't really want to go through. But the other one, the Monterey Metal Fest, we're supposed to be playing it, but we haven't received either confirmation or the letter.
That's a pretty big festival down there, right?
Right. Yeah, but they have a couple here, the Mexico Metal Fest and the Monterey Metal Fest. The first one, it's been like 6 editions, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more like a true metal fan, They give you like your Cannibal Corpse, your Mayhem, your, I don't know, all kinds of bands that are not really meant to have their own fest, They are just sprinkled here and there. But now they just select these bands and they have now a fan base following. And the Monterey Metal Fest, it was more like that kind of music that you go into a bar and you ask the band to play, like your Motorhead, your Danzig,
so more mainstream metal.
More mainstream metal, but more like old school. I think that they had one. I think that they had Hatebreed on the first one, but they play like at 4 p.m. Like, yeah, we want you here, but we don't want you in the headline, man. We want Twisted Sister on the headline. I go like, well, they're gonna be there, so I'll take it, right?
Right.
And the last before it was when Children of Bottom, which is like kind of a bittersweet note there that the festival is back, but they can't have Children of Bottom anymore. So,
yeah.
Rest in peace, Alexi. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So let's talk about the Dark Silence of Death. I know you guys, single is The Shape, which I absolutely love. Are you guys writing all together, or are you writing separately and then bringing it into the studio?
Well,
I gotta interrupt you there. That's not the band's name, or then you have misspelled it in our materials. Because did you just say the Dark Sounds of?
Did I say sounds?
Yeah, I think you said the Dark Sounds of Death, but it says God. Dark Silence.
It is the Dark Silence. I'm going to go back and listen to it because I think you're wrong. But anyway, the Dark Silence of Death. Are you guys writing together, or are you guys, writing in your own separate spaces and then convening or emailing stuff?
Well, it was weird because, for instance, in the living, we agreed that we were going to work together. But right then, the pandemic started, Mm-hmm. We had most of the album set, so we, what? Let's work with what we have already. And then we're going to start working on new stuff. With The Shape, that's where we started, shaping the future of the band. We had like a couple of riffs only, and we wanted to, we would do something that it's, I don't know, that we never done before. We want to make it sound a little bit more black metal. We want to mix thrash and black metal here and there. And we want it to sound dark, but we don't want to scream it. And so let's do that song like that. And we liked the way it turned out. We liked that it worked, at least for us. And then what we had for the first album, for the third album, that we already had like 4 songs, then we said, you know what? Let's agree to keep that, and then we're going to face into the new things that we're going to do based on how we worked in The Shape. Like we're gonna build it from 1 or 2 riffs, and then everyone's gonna go like, I want to put this here, I want to change this, I want to make this longer, I want to make this harder. And at this point, it's like it's really cool because as a vocal, what you want is to try all the range you have, right? I mean, I want to growl here, and I want to sing here, and I want to whisper here. But sometimes most of the bands, you can't do that, right? You have your own style, you have to keep the things going. And here it's like, okay, you do what you want, do what you feel is best, and then we'll decide later. I practice the song with the guys, and they tell me what they want. But at the time we get to the studio and record it, that's when we say, you know what, I liked it better like this. I think it sounds better like that. And then we just make a couple of takes and just decide which one sounds better.
Okay.
And yeah, and The Shape was pretty weird because we didn't even plan to do it. And just Chuy, the Viejo Macabro, he simply said, hey, you know what, I feel like doing this at this point before the album, before the end of the year. And I go like, well, I guess we can do it. And why not? We struggled a little bit. It was a bit harder than we thought, but yeah, I mean, it came out pretty well. Also, it got delayed because of the video.
Yeah, I know you said you know, you incorporate black metal here and sort of stuff like that, but you also have this really trippy, doomy sort of thing that I think kind of underlines it or underscores the whole thing, and I kind of really dig that.
Well, the part of the band, it came out like automatically for me because most of the songs were already composed. I mean, the structure of the song was already done, the music was already there. So they, "Hey, can you help us out with the lyrics?" Oh, okay. How do you call this song? It's Alive to Kill Again. Okay. And it was like doomy at some points, and it was like I don't know, more old school heavy metal. And okay, that's something that I've never heard before, but okay, let's try it. And I think that it was because at the time there was not really a drummer there. So we asked for help for Jose Wheeler, the guy from Three Wheeler Band,
Mhm.
and he helped us with the drums. And he is from a rock and roll stoner band. So he has a lot of influences like that. So he left a lot of that in there. And the band was actually marketed at the first album like a stoner band,
Mhm.
like a stoner horror metal band. And I'm like, I guess you want to throw ska in there as well.
Rita?
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm just thinking, like, I think I might have a really good idea for you guys.
Sure.
Or it might be awful. But you guys should like do like the wedding worthy versions of your songs under the name The Luminous Noise of Life. And just do the dancey version and go do all the weddings. That's where the money is. You know?
That is a good one, you know. We can play. Yeah, we just need a guy that plays like that. Like the drums, like.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and you can do your like whispers that you practice, just in a very, very happy tone.
But maybe a black metal vocal here and there.
Yeah, you know, instead of going, I just like, it can work.
Right.
Absolutely.
It can work. I'll start with my family. I mean, everyone wants a free band for their weddings, right?
Right, and then you'll never be hired again the minute you start screaming like a metal head.
They know me. I'm pretty sure that they expect it at some point. If I don't do it, they will ask for it. I mean, it's a wedding, right? There has to be some pain here and there.
Ouch.
I like that thinking. It's a wedding. There needs to be some pain here.
Right. I mean,
I thought it's like constant pain from there onwards. Like,
it's just a little bit every now and then. I mean, nothing is all that bad, right?
Right. Yeah.
Everything.
I'm just kidding. Bruce here has a wonderful marriage of decades too.
Yeah.
His
30
wife.
years.
Like,
30 years.
yeah.
Yeah, just 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 30 years. Crazy.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is
crazy.
amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mega
Yeah.
Congratulations to both you and Denise. It's like it's an amazing accomplishment, especially in today's day and age,
Right.
where nothing really lasts.
You know what? No, you know what it is. She knows what she's got.
Right. She knows how fucking lucky she is.
Right.
Yeah.
She knows.
No, I get it. It's like you keep on posting on Facebook. You just get sexier and sexier every day.
Every day, right? So what do you guys have planned now? Are you still continuing to write music, or you what's in the cards?
Well, the first thing that we need to work on the third album because we do have commitments here and there. As I mentioned, we're planning on the Hell and Heaven and Monterey Metal Fest. As we're not yet confirmed, I mean, we do the Nick Fury thing, right? We operate as if we are going to play it.
Sure.
Now, if we get the confirmation, we're ready. If we don't, well, we don't. We're still ready for anything, right? We have a gig coming up that it's probably the first gig that we organize by ourselves, for ourselves, you know? Mm-hmm. And we're going to play in November 18 here in Monterey. So we're expecting we're to record, maybe just get some pieces there for future videos, you know, some stock video footage. And we want to invite people that never seen us before. That's basically what we're going for. And so we invited the guy from Three Wheeler Band and the guys from The Burial, which are two awesome bands from Monterey. And we wanted to invite a lot more because we have a lot of friends that have their own bands. But, at the moment, we are focusing on changing from being a band that plays like 40 minutes to 1 hour to be to have a headlining set, like, I don't know, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. We're switching to that. So we invited these guys because we wanted to offer them, just give us your longest set,
Mm-hmm.
It's just 3 bands. Give us your longest set. We'll be playing from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., something like that.
Wow.
Just do what you want, right? If someone will pick up the slack if you don't want to pick up the 1 hour one. So just do your own thing. And well, we have those, and we have a couple of other commitments of other small, local fests, which turned into a little bigger in December. So we basically have December all booked, and we need to find space to work on the new album,
right.
And we also need to find space to get the new videos that we have in mind, because we the first 2 videos that we made, we tried to make them like horror movies, right? Like based on Suspiria and movies like that, with the lightning and everything. And now we want to go like 80s small budget, good movie, right?
Gotcha.
So sort of like Near Dark, like Lost Boys, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We want to go there, and it's gonna take a little time there. It's making videos like that. I don't know. It looks awesome, but it's a lot of work, particularly if you don't have that much money to work with.
Right.
You have to work it when you can. So it's gonna be busy end of the year, and so we're already thinking about future releases, because we started doing concept albums, right? The first album, it's like a giallo movie. The second album is like a zombie movie. We want the third album to be like a dark movie, like soundtrack to a dark movie. But then we said, you know what? Let's just slow down with the concepts from now on. Then we're just gonna make like small 2 songs piece, just released online. And when we get 10 tracks of new songs, and okay, we just pull it all together, sell it as a CD. Someone wants it, we'll send it over to you. Otherwise, it's everything. It's on Spotify, everything's on Deezer, everything. You can find it online. So that's basically what we're working towards now. But it's a little complicated, because we do get very excited with the things that we do. All of us always want us to have a band where you can do horror things, horror homages or tributes. We get excited, and then we go like, let's do a werewolf song. All right. So, okay, I have an idea. This one is like Silver. It's from a werewolf hunter's point of view. Oh, I have one from the victim's point of view. Oh, I have one about the tribe, how they work and how they live. And okay, did anyone write anything about a specific werewolf? No. Okay. Okay. So I guess we have to work on that. And we have like 6 ideas for new songs, and it's like, it gives you like a little bit more of we have to learn to work. Yeah. We work as a unit, but we want to do everything, and that's but sometimes it makes things a little bit more complicated. But now that we have this idea of just, I think it was Tom Morello that once said, when he recorded the No Shelter song for Godzilla, that he said, oh, it's so liberating to just everything, all of your ideas, to put into one song and not have to worry about other 9 songs. It's just amazing. And we felt it with the shape. Like, yeah, we like working like that because it's faster. In 2 months, you have a new release. You can make a video for it. You can market it. You can do a lot of things. And then when you get a new idea, you just step right into that one. So at the moment, we're struggling with downsizing to 1 song, but also finishing an album. So it's like we're pulling to everywhere.
No, but that's it can be a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I, by the way, did do a little bit of a horror mini movie for one of my band Silentium songs called Name. If you want to go check it out, it was definitely like my baby. Like, I've produced our videos and everything, but definitely just wanted to get that story out there. In my band, I'm the and I'm using quotation marks here, creative director when it comes to outside the music.
Oh,
So
right.
I get to do what I want to do, and the guys are like, okay, cool. You know? So what you guys have is super interesting, but I can like imagine that it's hard to rein in the ideas and find the focus that works right now for this specific thing. Like, because all of those point of views sounded like excellent. And maybe it's like something that could actually fit into the same video. The point of view changes, like, you know,
Right.
first you're the wolf, then you're the victim, then you're the hunter, and like, you know, that the story builds on like that. But it just takes some facilitating, and it always takes that one person who has the nerves and the vision and the like patience to
Right.
herd the fucking cats and you know,
Yeah,
make it
definitely.
happen. Is
No.
that you, Javo? Is that your job, herding cats in your band?
No, it's like it was a couple of weeks ago that I was hanging out with the guitarist with Viejo Macabro, and we were like raining ideas, right? Let's do this. We need to work on the video. And then I don't know. The good thing about this is that we're friends, and when we start, hey, you know what? That one's not that good. You know? That's not real. That's not going to work. Not because at some point it's not a good idea. It's just because, I mean, we already have a little experience on making videos. I mean, not on the producing side, but just starring in them. And you know that an idea that it's like there's going to be like 2 minutes on the screen is going to take you like 10 hours to record, right?
Right.
Right.
So yeah, okay, let's just try to keep it simple. Let's just try to get to the point. But every idea that we have, it's heard. I mean, even if it's something that it's like not. I mean, we can't take this off. We can't work with it. We still analyze it and see if there's any way or someone that we know that can help us. You know, because there's a lot of people also that is working on making good videos here in the city, and well, you can just give them a call, see if they're interested. I mean, you don't have to make the video with just one producer, right? Or one cameraman or one effects guy. You can work with many of them, and as long as the person that is in charge, the director, is okay with it, I guess that is going to work. We don't even have a director at the point, so
It could be you.
Could be you, yeah.
As long as I can keep my mind in one track, so I guess
Right.
like just like I don't know. Just imagine I'm drinking after a day of shooting, and I say, "Hey, picture this, alien werewolf!" Like,
Nice.
I am picturing it, and it's fantastic.
yeah, and at some point you get those stakes, like I don't know, like the song, like that.
Alien
Nice.
werewolf, and he gets attacked by a vampire mummy.
Vampire Mommy, and
then they play a wedding.
They played a wedding, and the priest starts dancing, and he steals the bride, and yeah.
See, we're already brainstorming here.
That's the thing, you know.
There was actually a really relevant question on the internet the other day, whereas like, you know, if a vampire attacks you, it's gonna suck your blood, and that's what they're gonna do, and the werewolf is just gonna rip you to pieces. But what does the mummy do? Like, why are they scary? Do they beat you up, or like what do they do? Like choke you with some toilet paper or whatever, like, you know, that they're wrapped in? Like, you know, what happens?
They offer you a napkin, right?
Right. Yeah. Enjoy the wedding. And just, you know.
Nice.
Everyone have a good time. Well, I don't know what the mummy does. I mean, look scary, that's all, right?
Right. And they're, you know, because their mummies are always, they're like the slow zombies. You know, a zombie will eat your brain, but, you know, then you have the really scary, like run really fast 28 weeks or 28 days later, which I think was the first franchise to bring the really scary, really fucking fast, like run like a crazy person zombies. But like the mummies will always just be like, wrapped in shit. And it's like, you can get away from them, and there is no specific threat other than they're like, I don't know, really dusty. Do they make you sneeze? Are they only dangerous for those with asthma? I don't know.
It's the bane of people with allergies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just flapping around.
And mummies are the things
Nice.
that we try to stay away from. So springtime and Egypt, those are the two biggest threats.
That's very interesting.
Oh, good God. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm sorry.
So I'm running out of, I've ran out of my questions here. Do you have anything that you want to talk about that we didn't cover?
Well, I guess that it's ever since last time we talked, we included a new guitar player in the band, Antonio Saucedo. He brought a little something that was missing from the band, because the band had like pretty much the guitar parts all covered with Viejo Macabro, and Bader was doing a great job, with the bass, and JC was doing a great job in the drums. But there was like something missing, like there's always. I mean, you get the question sometimes, why do you need two guitars, right? And it's not exactly because the sound will improve or something like that. I think it's just a matter of great ideas, right?
Yeah.
Including a second guitar player is just like, okay, you know what? I'm listening to this riff, I hear it, but I think that if I do this at the same time, it's just going to sound better.
Right.
And I think that that's what we got with that. And also, a new point of view, a fresh view. And he's a great guitar player. So the other thing that happened is that now we have a better time when we're on stage.
Nice.
That's the good thing. I mean, when I heard it, it's like, I just sing, right? I don't really know exactly where we're going with the music. You guys, that's the thing that you do best, right? If I try to do it, I'm just gonna like bring you back.
Right.
I'm gonna step
that
you
makes
back.
Sense.
But that guy came through, and immediately everything started to sound better, And it's at the time when they asked, "Do we want a new guitar player?" I said, "Well, that's up to you guys. You feel you need it, you do it."
Right.
But I was so glad that they did, man. It was
That's
amazing. Great. It's we sound better, and he also brings this little, that every band has a member that you turn back whenever something goes wrong.
Right.
Like, this guy knows what we're gonna do. So that's him. I mean, he's a new guy, and he's a new guy in our band, but he's been in like, I don't know, 20 bands in the past.
Sure.
So he knows exactly what to do, when to do it. He knows what decision to make. So we just turn back, and even though all of us have like 20 years of experience in music. I mean, we turn to him like, wow, that's amazing.
Right. That's great.
It does make things fast, right? Like, that it's easier to get to the vision, like make it actually happen with somebody with that much experience.
Right. Yeah. And at some point, I finally understood why Slipknot has 9 members, right? Yeah, the more people.
Too many, maybe. Too many opinions.
Like, too many opinions. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, I guess, if someone says something that no one else likes. Like, come on, we're 7 against 2. No.
Right. We'll kick your ass. Well, Javo, that's going to bring us to the end here. We're running up on time. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, no, thank you, guys.
It was lovely meeting you. Hope to see you soon.
It was amazing to meet you.
Okay. And enjoy the company of your family and all the open doors.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you soon online.